We really need to talk about appearance change using the law of assumption. Hello, everyone. It's Gigi, and welcome back to my channel. We are the Journey Fam, and we are all about getting exactly what we desire and what we deserve in this lifetime. We talk all about the law of assumption, mindset, manifestation, and spirituality over here. So, how can you use the law of assumption to change your appearance to feel as confident as possible? This was a very highly requested topic, and I understand why. It goes without saying that as human beings, we want to feel good in our bodies. We want to like the way we look because ultimately it gives us a boost of confidence. That's really the only reason why I think anyone wants to upgrade their appearance is because they want to feel like they can walk into any room and exude this positive energy that someone who does look like $1,000,000 would be exuding. And then obviously people want to change their appearance because they want to be treated by others a certain way. And so a mistake that a lot of people make is they think once I change my appearance, then these people will treat me a certain way. And don't get me wrong, you can use the law of assumption to affirm that you look a certain way, and that will work. However, I don't know how fulfilling that will be and how satisfying that will be at the end of the day. Because if you don't love yourself first and you don't have a sky high self concept that's grounding you in your self worth, then you're building everything on a pretty shaky foundation. I'm not going to let you build on a shaky foundation. I'm not going to let you build on sand. I'm not going to let you build on anything but solid rock. Not on my watch. Solid rock only. You are going to be rock solid in your self-concept and knowing who you are before you try to change anything about your appearance. And that is that. Click off this video right now if you don't agree with the fact that loving yourself and knowing your worth is the #1 prerequisite before trying to change your appearance, because you're not going to be satisfied. Think about all the people who go to plastic surgeons and just get surgery after surgery after surgery, and they're still not happy, and they're spending thousands. I mean, there's a whole reality TV show called Botched with people's horror stories and nightmares about how they were just trying to fill this void that they could never fill. And you don't want to be that person. I am all about doing whatever you want to do, get whatever enhancements you want to get, but do it from a place of self-love. Like, you don't need it. You're not craving it to fill something inside of you. You're doing it from a place of abundance and love and appreciation for yourself. Don't worry, I am going to share tangible self-love practices with you by the end of this video so that you have something to walk away with and to practice to start using right after you finish watching. But before I share that with you, real quick, I want to clarify my stance on self-love and self-concept in the context of the law of assumption. I personally do use self-love and self-concept interchangeably because I think the best type of self-concept is a heart-centered self-concept. It's a soul-level self-love. That's not this superficial thing, and it's not self-pleasure. I think self-love is used in a million different ways, and it's become diluted, and people don't really understand that it's this sacred love coming from God, the divine source. That's what it is. And when you realize that, it really puts your appearance change desires into perspective in the grand scheme of things. And I'm not invalidating them. Like, you are allowed to want to look however you want to look. And there are people who have successfully changed their eye color, their nose shape, their entire body type and metabolism using the law of assumption. It is entirely possible. But what if you did that successfully and then 6 months later, a new trend comes out that's the complete opposite of what you just manifested? You're just going to be chasing the next trend to try to look cool and fit in. It just sounds absolutely exhausting, in my opinion, when you could honor and value and love and respect yourself and how you were made, optimize it, enhance it however you like, while still loving yourself exactly as you are and not trying to fundamentally change the essence of your being. Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and trying to become someone entirely different, start loving yourself exactly as you are and accepting yourself for all the flaws that you perceive or that society has told you that you have, and loving that so deeply that any change you make from this point forward is just going to be icing on the cake, the cherry on top. It's not going to be the foundation that your self-worth rests upon, because that's a recipe for disaster. I have a whole in-depth video on self-concept, which I will link above. Before I continue on this video, I want to answer a question I received in my comments, which was asking, how do you deny your senses when you're trying to do something like weight loss, but you physically feel the weight and you're noticing it and feeling it and seeing it, and it feels so permanent? And this is my answer for you. Start looking for ways to not harp on what you want to change. Have a childlike excitement about the transformation that you're experiencing, because you are affirming that you are experiencing a transformation into the best body that you could possibly imagine that would make you feel amazing. Woo! And you are telling yourself that you're experiencing that now. Tell your body how grateful you are to be able to jump up and down and walk around the park, and focus on the fun of being able to even have a physical apparatus. Try to remember what it was like before we had any sense of comparison or anything like that. When we were really little kids, we were having the time of our lives and not trying to change anything about ourselves. So we need to tap into that version of ourselves before society got to us, before our own limiting beliefs started to sabotage us, no matter where we got them from. And we need to start having fun with it and just focusing on how lighthearted and joyful the experience of change can be if we allow it to be. I did promise you guys I would tell you my favorite self-love practices, and so I will share them right now. First one is definitely mirror work. Look yourself dead in the eyes. You are going to stare at your reflection and truly tell yourself that you love yourself. I am worthy, I am valued, I am capable, I am loved, I love myself. And do that morning and night, right after you wake up, right before you go to bed. And it will make you emotional, most likely. When you've done it enough, it will start to feel more natural. There is something so magical about this practice. It just changes your entire energy. It makes you magnetic. People want to go out of their way to help you. People are complimenting you left and right. I think that doing this for like 10 minutes is a great thing to have in your daily routine, and it's not that much to ask. But even if you can only do it for 2 minutes to start, you're going to be shining from the inside out, because self-love is unmistakable. When someone truly loves themselves, not just on the surface level, but deeply, you feel that. Energy does not lie. So you don't want to be doing all these things on the surface and saying all these affirmations about features you want to change and then not doing that deep-seated work. That's really going to make the difference. The second thing I will recommend that has been so helpful for me personally is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique tapping. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. A lot of people have. It is such a powerful technique, especially for nervous system regulation. I'm actually working on creating some EFT guided tapping videos that I'm excited to share. That's a freebie that I'm working on. So more information on that soon, but there are a million free videos. Just Google EFT and then the topic that you want to work on. Right now, mirror work and EFT are my top 2 favorite ways to practice self-love and to boost my self-concept. But you can do so many different things. Just figure out what works for you using trial and error. And I think that breath work is a great thing to add to your arsenal as well, and guided visualization meditations, healing your inner child, your inner teenager, or doing shadow work, journal prompts. These are all things that you got to just carve out the time to do, because you will be 10 times as powerful as a master manifester using the law of assumption when you allow yourself to face and release the trauma, the pain, the unhelpful stories of your past that are holding you back from living the life that you deserve, that you owe it to yourself to live. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to walk into a room and light it up because your energy is so magnificent and magnetic. Why can't that be you? There is no reason why that can't be you. you can be that optimal, ultimate version of yourself that you want to be. And it all starts with just making a decision, sticking to that decision, and embodying the energy of who you want to be right now. Right now. That's all for today's video. Be sure to leave your questions in the comments below. I will be making more Q&A videos soon, so I love to have questions to answer for those videos. And yes, I do offer one-on-one coaching, so if you want to fast track your progress and get to the bottom of what you're dealing with so that you can actually start living the life you want this year, I got you. If you're interested, I'll have the information in the description below. And I can't wait to get to know you. I appreciate you guys so much. I can't even put into words how much you mean to me. This community is rapidly growing. And I'm so grateful for it, to be of service to you and to be able to dedicate time to building this channel and community and sharing what I have learned and what I know works so that you can all become the best versions of yourselves too. We're all on this journey together. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.